This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Washington State's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cougars offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Voorhees. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. And he's dragged down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the Florida Gators and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Horned Frogs ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And is slipped out. And he was able to get back on top of it. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going for 6. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. That's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Into the end zone for 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a little trickeration.
Number 34, set to kick this one.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Under fire. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Craig. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Baugh. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The RPO, it's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Running inside, it's Pryor. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught over the middle. It's ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, give what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the point after and the lead. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Using his legs, it's Payne. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He rifles one deep to the left. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Boogie narration volume set to 100.
At their own 25. comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Pryor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Sends it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Hauls it in. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB,
snags it, and he's open. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the play.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his back in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Back open in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
On the run, it's Payne. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Horned Frogs have taken it inside the 20. Looking for a man, it's Craig. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done. Here's a give the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. He'll pitch it. There's some headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
Number 91, set to kick it away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Craig. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Sets up the screen. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Lets it fly. Now one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed.
Maybe some room here. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keep slinging it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they
fires one high and deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Craig. Release to the back. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Florida!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's...
And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 50. The 40. He's at the 30. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Looks as if the hands team will... Oh, it's out! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on 1st down. Bring in the heat. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Complete in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts there.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Got a man. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Horned Frogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Craig. Fires into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these